Yeah, I saw a lot of good things and saw some things that weren't so good. I think probably what you would expect in this scrimmage, and I didn't get quite as many plays as we wanted to run. But you know, yeah, that's the deal when you got guys that got 11 o'clock class. You know, when we met, and so we might have started a little bit earlier. But I think that's we probably got what we needed to get. We'll go back and look at the tape and continue to improve. And I think now that's the last major hitting that we'll do. We'll still have some contact, but Wednesday we'll probably look a little bit at the first game tomorrow, and but where we are is where we are right now. We got we still got a chance to be a pretty good football team. I think we just got some work to do.
Kind of a tough question to ask, but getting closer to that first game, are you seeing the progression that you'd like to as we get closer to September 3rd?
In some areas, I think you see the progression further than you would expect right now. I mean, there's an awful lot of good things. I think the passing game is I feel very, very good about it. I feel very, very good about the running game. Defensively, we're still we're not tackling the way we got to tackle. I think that, once again we've actually had more plays offensively and defensively than we had in the last couple of years, but we're still not tackling the way we got to tackle, not consistently, and that's just effort and getting after it, and we got to push him to do that.
Any concern about AJ? I mean, that red jersey just stays on him.
No, that's more precautionary. AJ's having more contact than he's really supposed to, but he's fine.
Offense guys seem pretty happy today.
Yeah, they had a good day. Well, they had a good day. I mean, I don't think there's any question. They did a lot of good things, and once again, they come out ready to play, more so than what the defense did, and that's part of it too.
So is defense just with their inexperience they need this week and a half?
Well, I think we got to pick the tempo up a little bit, but they will. As I said, I mean, the biggest concern I got is we're not tackling the way we have to tackle, and that's, if you go back, usually the defensively is that's the thing that you got to be able to tackle, and we're not tackling as consistent as we need to.
Is that more fundamentals, or is it more just finding the ball?
Well, energy. I think tackling is a big thing with energy. I mean, just it's energy and guys flying around the ball.
Can you talk about the tight end position and the depth you guys have there?
Well, there's a lot of guys there can play. I mean, I think it's going to be a position that it's going to be a little stronger than it was last year. Once again, it just depends on, you got receivers, you got tight ends. I think what it does is it gives your offense an opportunity to do a lot of things. You can have receivers on the field, or you can have tight ends on the field. With the running game, I think it's got a chance to keep the defense off balance.
Coach, you've been pretty fortunate, I think, over time in making changes. Talk about Trulon and Tavon and some of the moves that you've made this year. How are those working out?
Well, Trulon's doing extremely well. I don't think there's any question. He's doing exactly what we thought he could do. I think Craig Wilson is still getting better and better every day. So I mean, I think you really you look at moves at the end of the year and to see whether they're successful or not.
But basically, at this point, are you pretty satisfied with the decisions you've made?
Absolutely.
Not going back on any of them? Nope. What's the latest on Ashanti Williams? Is there any report on him at all? Will he be with the squad at any point, or you don't know that?
Don't know.
Backup quarterback?
I think you got two of them. I don't know if there's any question Miles Osei can do it. I think particularly with his legs. I've been very, very impressed with Riley throwing the football. So, once again, and Chase has it. He hadn't gotten many reps, but Chase is a guy that is a heck of a good young prospect. It's hard to get four guys ready though, or four guys at a time that you like to have. But I don't think there's any question. We got two guys that can back up Nathan and do a good job.
Have you made a firm decision to play O'Toole this season, or is there still a possibility?
There's still a possibility that we don't, but I think right now we're probably leaning towards that planning. But once again, I don't think you have to make that decision now.
What's the plan for the rest of the week?
Well, tomorrow and Thursday we'll work a little bit of Arkansas State.
Okay.
But still, we got to continue to improve and get better. And those are the things that we're going to, we're still. And the reason you work the Arkansas State stuff is more for just this will be the first time you've gotten all the show teams, and I kind of show them how it works and that kind of thing, rather than wait until next week where you want to try to get that organized.
They got a new coach. What do you do when you get a guy like that? You go to his old school, or?
Well, yes, we go to his old school. obviously the defensive coordinator came from Georgia Tech. We're looking at Georgia Tech stuff. The head coach was the offensive coordinator last year, so and one of the guys that he hired had been with him before. So, I'm sure they'll have some wrinkles, but the quarterback's an awfully good player. The receivers, they got 3 receivers that are awfully good players. A lot of the same stuff we've been seeing. So hopefully that'll pay off.